Welcome back, everyone, to Week 12 of Pokemon Survivor Season 3. I cast Animate Objects. I'm your host, Pointman, here with Yuta and our special guest today, Omega, for our final week before finals. Before we get into the week, Yuta, want to start us off with the format?
Absolutely. I think with the roster of mons that we had this format, it was mostly mons that I expected to be good, that were used a lot. We got quite a lot of Shadowdawn. Another steel type. Sakataka was also something. I think we saw Aegislash, Melmetal. I was gonna forget. How could I forget Melmetal? Sweet. It was basically. I still think the best mon this format was probably Sinistra. It's just so versatile. It's very useful. And we got quite a lot of Brit Bonnets, I think. I think overall it was a kind of a fun format. It was really different, and I think that made it really fun and really unpredictable. I like that it was doubled. I think if I were to do it again in the future, I'll just have the buffs maybe geared more towards double. But I'm pretty satisfied overall. Um, I, I don't know how you felt about the format, Omega, and if you had fun with it.
I had a lot of fun with it. It was like honestly a lot. Objectively, it's
Yeah.
like so much to
So
take
yeah.
into account. You have like doubles, you have camel mons, you have all these mons. They just get new moves, they get new abilities. So I'm sitting here
Mhm.
like, okay, well, there's so much information to sort through. How do I determine like what's best? And like there's a few ones that I feel like are deceptively good. Um, sorry, I mean like deceptively bad. Like I think Brute Bonnet. You're saying you saw a lot of Brute Bonnet, but like for me, when I was trying to build the Brute Bonnet, I was like, this thing wants like 8 different moves. It wants like Protect, Knock Off, Sappy
Absolutely.
Seed, Spore, Rage Powder, Sucker
Absolutely.
Punch, and I'm just like, what do I put on it? Also, like, what type do I make it? And I feel like that was the case for a lot of Pokemon here. So I
Definitely.
think like it's a lot of information to sort through. So I think it works really well as a like late game,
Mhm.
like a late game one.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't show this like format to my grandmother or and be like, yeah, go go build this. Like I don't know. Um, and
But
I
I
think
think
really
if we
go ahead.
show that format, if we show that format to some players that were there earlier this season, that probably would have had a stroke.
Their brains would have melted, and like, hey, like early season me would have had my brain melt too. So I'm like right there. I'm right there with them.
Like, I've had to rebuild like 2, 3 times to have
Yes.
the team I
Oh my
was
gosh.
Yeah.
happy
I
about.
think yeah, and I think one thing with this format is like it's very geared for Trick Room. Like I tried
Oh
making
yeah.
like a
Mm-hmm.
Tailwind team, and I'm like, this just doesn't beat any Trick Room teams. Like you have like Melmetal, you have Bronzong, you have Stagataka, you have Sinistra, you have all these great Pokemon inside of Trick Room. And then for like Tailwind, it's like, okay, I can use Bramblegast. Like it's not the same. Like a Bramblegast versus a Melmetal, even the typing there is like, no, no, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do that.
I've-
So I think there was a lot of options, but at the end of the day, I feel like we saw a lot of strategies kind of boil down to Trick Room, and that's what
mm.
has done well in this format, which we'll
In
see.
my mocks, I had to fight so many trick rooms that at some point I think I
Yep.
ran Sinistra with trick room and imprison.
Yeah.
Okay,
As you say,
yeah.
you couldn't get
No,
tailed.
Trick Room and
going
in prison is crazy.
going to that. That's actually a funny topic because I think that was one of our matches. I had a trick room on, and Yuta was trying to keep Trick Room going, so I had Trick Roomed with my Mon to get rid of it, and then the next turn we both Trick Roomed the same turn.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so
um,
funny.
I called him
I
out
don't
for it.
know. I don't know if it's a mock or an actual battle because there was a lot of mock battles this week. Really, a
Yes.
huge amount since there was so much to take
Yes.
in. But I think someone did trick room with 2 of their mons at some point to like reset the trick room. I think it was against me. It might have been a mock to like reset the
Oh.
trick room, which was about to go out, and I was about to like take get advantage from that. And the two
Oh,
of the
that's
two of them using
cool.
trick room, yeah, that was insanely cool. I have
That's
yet to
Yeah,
cool.
play
Yeah.
that one.
that is
No, I
definitely an
really feel
interesting one.
like yeah, I feel like with this format though, I feel like I'm like a juggler trying to like manage so many different things. It's just so
Absolutely.
much to take into.
Like at some point, I had a team, and I was really happy with the mons that I had, the type that I had chosen, the buffs and everything. And I went into mocks and I realized that I completely forgot about terrorists because that also was
Oh my
allowed.
gosh. Yeah, because you got to choose your own types, and then you can also be like, yeah, you know what, this thing, it's not that type anymore, even though I chose that.
Yeah, that was a lot, and I'm glad it kind of acted as a final boss before the finale.
And I think it worked well as that. But there was just like so much like to tinker with.
I will say I was disappointed with All Creamy. I thought it was gonna be fun with decorate and stuff, but I just never was able to make it work.
I think it's hard because like you usually want to run that thing as a fairy type, and like it just dies to Melmetal, which is like such a
Oh
strong
yeah,
Pokemon in this format.
definitely. Well, we're gonna see that.
All right, moving on to the matches. First up, we've got Blue versus the guest player this week in Razor Gliscor. And
I
Mavs
think
from
this match
season
being
one.
like as early as it is kind of shows like it's like a lot you see a lot more unique Pokemon being used as opposed to like later on once people have mocked and be like, oh yeah, I like this set, this is fun. But
mm-hmm.
like I don't think I saw another Galarian Stunfisk
Yeah,
or like a
doubtful.
Cyclizar.
I
That
had
might
to.
have been the. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I had thought about the Stunfisk, just for the arena trap, but yeah, I didn't think it would be worth it in my mocks.
I don't. I think
Yeah,
two different people talk to me about trying to use Arena Trap and Parish Song on Kamego
Yeah.
to try get the Parish Trap going. I
yeah.
don't think it was ever gonna work
No,
really.
I think I'd be like a psychopath to do that. I just don't see it working. Just compared to like how much damage you can output with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who said it was kind of like the people watching Wolf being kind of
Oh, yep, Wolfie
obsessed with
Parish.
Parish Trapping.
Like
Yeah.
Omega Compare is just not as scary. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it just in this format it felt like everything had to either do 50 or more damage each hit, or it had to be able to survive big hits. If it couldn't do
Mhm.
one of those two things, it wasn't worth it this week, it seemed like.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
since there's no fake out.
Mm-hmm. But let's
yeah. The
get
lack of fake out was huge.
yeah, let's get right into it. We don't have two Brute Bonnets, but we do have Brute Bonnet and a Moongus, so
Probably the only Among Us that we're gonna see.
Grass normal Amoonguss is like so interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't know in
And then we
normal.
also see Shift Gear, which I didn't see on like any other Melmetal. Everyone else just ran Trick Room.
Yeah, after that, it's only Trick Room.
Yep.
yeah, this was
Also,
No,
before.
my,
Stun Spore is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
in my mocks, it was always
And Black Sludge?
normal
That thing
metal.
is Black Sludge? Oh my gosh.
That was a whole big move for almost
Oh,
nothing.
It's just dying.
yeah, I think Mavs might have kind of glanced over the Camemon's part and didn't realize, maybe.
No, I think he might have not realized that Camomon's bit.
Yeah, I don't think there's a wall in which you want to
Yeah,
set
Actually,
it up to the normal dark.
yeah.
That might have been what happened.
I think it is.
I think there's a good chance that's what happened.
Whew.
Oh, I was gonna say
With
I
the
like the mono
metal,
electric,
though.
but it just died anyways. Like,
Oh, and then the parish trapping is. If is it what's
it's an
gonna happen?
effect.
Yes, it
Goes
is.
for it. And the Melmetal be oh, it has a Lomberry. Oh,
That's cool.
because like I don't I ran like Assault Vest on mine.
Yeah, round
Yeah, on
one,
that.
game one, Melmetal was scary.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have a fast and strong Melmetal. Of course, it's terrifying.
I think you were actually the first mocks that I played against Omega. That might
Probably
have
that
been,
sounds in
yeah.
character for me.
It was because of you that I started running Avalok. That was Water Ground
Mm-hmm.
and Rocky Helmet because it just doesn't care about the metal. And I loved it. I mean, I've always loved Avalok, but that one specifically I fell in
It's
love
your
with.
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so cool.
Leaf Blade, Aegis Slash, the only thing that beats
The,
it.
Do not talk about Leaf Blade Aegis/slash
Hey,
Psycho.
you were cooking. You were like a chef in there.
Omega, did you see the deleted or the blooper
I
from
I
last
saw the
week?
blooper. I didn't see like the actual fight, but I saw the crash out that
Yeah,
followed.
okay.
Like I can't lie. You looked like a lunatic there. You're like
Of
Leaf
all,
Blade. His name
of
is
all
Leaf
the
Blade.
No, you don't get it. Of all the freaking moves you could use on Aegis/slash, that man, that psychopath, had to bring
That's
Leaf
psychopath.
Blade. Leaf
But keep in
Blade.
mind, you were the one who allowed it to happen. Like this is your format. I don't want to
That's
hear it.
right. I was
I
gonna
just
say
never
he
thought
put
it was
it.
gonna happen. It was really fun.
It was great. All right, game two. Razor Gliscor took game one. Here we go.
If Mavs really forgot about the types, it just shows you how good of a player he is to be able to like get the win anyway, even though
Mhm.
it's not the type that would have benefited him.
Yeah. Because the Black Sludge and Moongus, I'm just looking at them going, oh, you sweet summer child, why would you do that? Like, oh, it hurts my soul.
But I do get it because as we said, there's so much to take in this format, and also
Yeah,
Mavs is not
absolutely.
playing the actual season, so it's like you haven't had any warming up for
Yep.
it. You're just going right back into, and I don't think you.
Yeah.
It's not like I've contacted him weeks ago saying it was gonna be a guest. Like I just
It
received
was like
him
a
like
very,
few
yeah.
days, a few days before.
Mhm. Yeah, Ice Electric Porygon is interesting too. Oh, that crit was, I don't know if it mattered. It probably didn't matter. That's like a Melmetal.
I don't think it did.
I don't think it did either.
Oh my god, that just dies.
Jesus.
Yeah, with a helping hand.
The lack of Sinistra in this fight is just
I
crazy.
know.
When you know, like,
Sinistcha would go crazy. Yeah.
how insane he's gonna get in the rest of the fights. I have to admit, I didn't know Diamond Storm was
Spread.
a move that hits. Yeah, a spread move.
Yeah, I don't know a spread either.
I think I did. It's a fun move.
And we go to game 3.
I do like Blue's Mono Electric Rotom. I think that's interesting to take advantage of Levitate there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it has no weaknesses. So that's something to say about it.
Yeah, no, that's a good.
Mhm.
It's a good move on a set for sure.
I think I might have.
That
I don't
Lumberry.
know if I'm imagining this, or if I've had someone in Marks use a water flying Rotom.
It was me, I think.
with Model Drive. Yeah, it might have been you.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Terra
idea.
Grass on Melmetal is good too. Electric Dark Chime Echo is interesting. I don't really know what it accomplishes, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I definitely want to give people the idea of having that 4 times weakness. We're about to get to play of the turn of the week here. Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Mm. Yeah, that was crazy.
That turned the game around, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were
there's
about.
no coming back from that.
Yeah, I thought we were about to have a guest win, but that turn right there was insane.
Absolutely. And let's do it again. Run it back.
And almost with a double kill again.
Almost, yeah. No, but at this point, you just need to target our Charlodon. Like, there's not enough gas in the tank, though, with that low Rotom.
The thing is, with Melmetal, you're kind of pressured into. You don't really want a lot of fairy types on your team.
Yeah.
Because you know that double Iron
It's
Bash is
right
coming.
there.
So with using the two of them with Archaludon and having the Dragon Energy doing so much damage is really cool.
I think it's a good shout, for sure.
Stunfisk getting the finishing kill is insane.
I know. I would never expect Stunfisk to be that.
Yeah,
Probably
see,
his first and only appearance this season.
he didn't realize what typing.
Yeah, I wonder why.
All right, and with that, Blue survived and clinched his spot in the final four. Up next, we've got Omega here with us now, and Vinny.
Hi.
And let's see which one of you clinched your spot after their game.
Uh, I'd like to ask though how you approached getting your team for that fight. Or how did you build
Well,
it?
yeah. So I knew I really liked the Sinistcha Metal Core, so I wanted to build around that. And naturally, it just led to Trick Room. Um, I think Rotom is like good for status spreading, and especially with such a bulky team, you have special defense boosting, through Sinistcha, you have a lot of strong physical walls. I think like Toxic can be really valuable here. So I was like, Rotom can do that, and then I can take advantage of Levitate. And then from there, it was kind of like, what can I use to function outside of Trick Room? Because I don't want to be just like locked in on Trick Room, and then when there's no Trick Room, goodbye Omega, have a nice nap. Um, and then Porygon Z, I think is just such a strong mon here. You got adaptability. You
Yeah.
can have Techno Blast. You can have Shadow Ball. Like normal Ghost is crazy. And then the last mon was kind of filler. Um, but I was like, Delmize would be funny for trapping. So then I did that.
Oh, with Anchor Shot, yeah.
Anchor Shot and like Steelworker, and you can go like Terra Steel. You can also just be a Steel type.
But that's really cool.
All right.
I think it was all right.
I'm
Let-
intrigued by that palace, and I don't remember what it's doing.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's see how it played out. I hated dealing with that Porygon Z.
Yeah, the Quark Drive is interesting. That was.
really,
I was like, oh,
Wow.
okay. And Speed Swap. Huh.
oh my
But yeah, like
God.
once again, like even asleep, it's still so strong, Sinistcha.
It
Just
is
because
really
it just
strong.
reduces damage.
I do have to praise how just cool the gravity, sleep,
Oh no, it
and
absolutely is. Absolutely.
ground spamming is. Of maniac behavior, but I do have to
You know,
praise it.
that's definitely something I don't think we've seen yet.
You got just like a grass poison Amoonguss and like a regular Palisand. At least before it teared, of course.
I can never look at that list of mon and be like, yeah, I'll use gravity spam and
No,
just
I would not think
spam
that.
ground moves and hypnosis.
God,
His
he
electric
is
manual rain is crazy.
Yeah.
manual
And it
rain.
did like nothing. It did like
He's
nothing.
on something.
Almost everything is weak to fire on his team.
But the thing is, it's still putting out so much damage even in the
Rain
fire,
dish,
right? Even
yeah.
in the rain.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why Among Us instead of Brit Barnet? But then I get the rain dish trap. I get
Yeah,
what it's trying to do.
yeah. With like if you're making a rain team, it makes sense.
That normal Ghost Porygon, I have had it a lot in mocks, and it's so funny because it's its own like biggest counter.
I think if like you either like let it like you ignore it and it just kind of deals out consistent and like really strong damage, or you target it and then like you have something like Memo that just goes double Iron Bash.
Yeah,
Alright, and a quick 5-0 there.
Somehow.
Going on to game 2. Omega taking the win.
Call me the Vinny Slayer.
Apparently. Now, let's see.
I think you said that you're more of a doubles player. I think, right?
I am. I've played more doubles than singles, so.
Yeah. You almost were on the only season without an actual doubles format.
Bye, Porygon. Have a nice nap.
That Dragon Energy is so fun.
Yeah.
It is terrifying.
That miss is like I don't think it would have killed either way, but like still. That's crazy.
Well, with
Okay, so it clearly would have killed.
well, no, with your
The
special
metal
defense,
sound hadn't been.
yeah, with your special
Yeah.
defense dropped in half.
Oh, I totally missed that. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to me?
And he just goes smiley face.
The amount of damage Bullet Punch is doing.
It's crazy. Bonk,
Like,
back left key.
yeah, unboosted Bullet Punch.
Hmm.
The great thing with Stakataka too is like with its the purifying salt that we gave it as a buff this week. You didn't know it was if it was gonna boost by killing you, or if you like could not inflict status upon it. You kind of had to try and check that out before knowing how
Yeah.
to approach it.
I think going for Rotom there was not the best play.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if I would have targeted Rotom. Well, it killed through the rain.
Yeah, no, the Heat Crash is crazy. I mean, it's like normal. It's like already a fire type, so.
He just had yeah, he had 3 weak to the fire.
And that's
Damn
Assault
speed
Vest,
on Storm.
Melmetal.
Damn. Just enough to
Yeah.
get the kill off.
That Trick Room is just, like, I think if you're not running Trick Room, you're not right.
Yeah, Trick Room definitely ended up showing to be the right way. I hate
Yeah.
running it, but man, can it be
I
strong.
hate running Trick Room too, but like you look at these mons and like,
Yeah, those items Pokemons are really slow.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it worked for the week, that's for sure, as we saw in that game. Moving on to game 3, the last game after Omega clinched his spot in the Final Four.
Woo!
We've got 2 more spots to clinch, 1 more after this game. Let's see who got it here between Sandal and LPT.
I don't know if we've seen much. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you're saying?
I was gonna say I don't know if we've seen much Chandelier because it's not been the first three games that we've watched, but it was in my mocks. I used it a lot and I liked using it a lot. I thought it was really strong,
Yeah,
so I was a bit surprised about that.
yeah, it's a good one. One that I'm surprised. I was gonna say here, I was really surprised to see both of them have a comfy. I know me and you both had in our mocks had that at one point and gotten rid of it. So
Yeah, I got rid of it. I didn't like it at all. It was
yeah,
too passive. I think I just didn't like.
Yeah,
It
it's just too
didn't make it
passive.
work.
in doubles
Yeah.
it felt hard to use. So let's see how well they use them here.
I don't think I actually watched this match.
This
Like I was there, I was on break at work, and then I just didn't watch the replays.
this best of three is probably one of my favorite of the season. I watched it. I was at the amusement park for most of the day. We were on the road back home, so I was in the car. It was just an experience. It was so
I'm
fun.
excited.
It's a wild ride.
There's the Trick Room. Ally Switch is crazy. Yeah, that's a good turn for LPT. But it's crazy how Stack Attack still eats that. Like, you can't kill that thing.
Rotom is just
Like a
acting as
leech.
budget Toxapex right now.
Yep. With Levitate though, so it's like arguably like it could be seen as better.
So this match of Gacha burns are going to be, yeah, really important. I was gonna say.
I think Sinistra is interesting though, because you gotta kind of build around it. Like, with me, I was like trying to not have Porygon next to it because I'm like, I want to use my full special attacking stat. So I think it works
Yeah.
well when you're like with like a physical mon like Stack Attack or Melmetal, but otherwise it could be a detriment.
That definitely something I encountered in my team.
Sappy Seed was definitely a late bring that wasn't taken advantage much of early
I
on.
mean, it was in the other fights, but it never got to be as influential as it was in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point later in the matches, Britt Bonnet just like brings the whole game back by draining the opponents, and that was insane to witness.
I'm surprised right there he doesn't Sappy Seed the Stack Attacka though.
Perfect Riggers has spent like 10 turns on the field, and I could not tell you a thing it's done.
No,
Yeah,
he
I think
It
just
was
it's just setting Trick Room.
it was inconsequential.
well,
Yeah.
it's not even that. He was setting Trick Room and just taking out damage.
Mhm.
LPT really managed to make comfy work in that specific.
Yeah. The Stack Attack
Oh
though,
my.
that thing is like a
Yeah,
little monster. Like I swear to
that
God.
you
Like
know
he just he just said delete button. I mean, like I saw Stack Attack and I was like, Beast Boost is fine, but like Purifying Saw I think fits better. But he really used Beast Boost well in this match.
yeah, this seeing a attack beast boost versus a defense beast boost was fun.
Mhm. It
And,
was.
and that was just game one. Yeah, so I know we talked about the turn of the week earlier in the first match, but that I mean he just got a 3 kill there too.
Yeah, that's a riot.
That one also was a great play.
That was
All right.
also a turn that I will remember in this game that we're about to watch.
Uh,
Because watching that first game and that first half of this game, you'd think that LPT's got it in the bag.
Yeah.
Um, they were playing at
huh.
kind of like normal speed, but at some point, Sandal just I don't know what he did. I do not know what he did.
But it worked.
Yeah, he just didn't play for a few minutes, and when he came back, he activated Super Saiyan mode. I don't know what he did. He wasn't the same player. Actually,
Yeah,
that might have been it.
yeah. I mean, right
Yeah.
there.
He got his like twin brother on the phone.
I mean, right there. 2 turns in a row. You see, he lost 2 mons.
Yeah.
So
No, that beginning was rough.
Mhm. And then
I was
Trick Room
like,
is interesting because you also have like the mill metal that's staring you down.
mm.
Me personally, if I think I just go for comfy there instead of earthquaking though.
And then here we got the beast boost on defense.
Uh, and then it's safety goggles. Safety goggles stack attack is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I mean, I think it shows that Sando has a good like read on them.
A
Oh my God!
freeze on a freeze dry.
I mean, it didn't end up mattering because it died anyways. But damn, that's just like salt in the wound.
yeah, in real time, there was a big break at some point in that fight, and
Yeah.
I don't know what he did to like pull it together. I don't know if he went to the bathroom and poured water on his face, like they do in the movies, you know. But damn, he came back a different man.
He went all out. He was like a banshee.
I mean, right now we're down to a
I mean, like right now,
2-3.
like looking at this, I'm like, I don't see how Sandal can pull this back.
That leech
It's the Brute
seed,
Bonnet.
the toxic heal.
Yeah,
Just the Brute Bonnet is perfectly positioned once
it
the big
is.
offensive threats are removed.
Because now there's
Th-
not much that can really out
this
damage it.
this right here is what turned it. LPT brought a questionable set. If he would have had Draining Kiss or any healing move, he could have killed that Rever Room and Comfy would have still been alive.
Yeah.
But he didn't have it on it.
Oh. Yeah. Now you can't out damage this thing,
Yeah,
especially with
yeah,
poison
and at
heal.
that point it's over. A great game. That was only a 12-turn game, but it felt so much longer.
Yeah, in real
I
time it
can only
was
imagine like watching it must have been
much
like
longer.
Yeah,
30 minutes go
watching it
by.
was even longer. I even made the joke in game one that it might be over in the next couple hours.
No, because I remember the first game, I was like on my break at lunch, and then I leave and it's like turn 5.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's been 15 minutes. Like, come on.
No, it was a crazy game to watch real time.
But I
It's
get it,
yeah,
especially with doubles. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
doubles, and we're in the finals, and they're showing
And I
why.
was getting down to the wire.
Yeah, they're showing why they made it all the way close to the end.
Yeah.
All
And there's like
right.
Yeah,
a
definitely.
legion of reasons to like want it bad.
Mm-hmm. Game three. Let's see who clinched their spot.
Well, Kofagrigas do something this match.
Ref, do something.
He'll protect again.
He'll protect. I mean, hey, I don't really like. I think that's a pretty even turn one. You got the toxic on group on it.
I don't dislike the
Which is
double
actually-
protect because you get to
No.
scout what the opponent's trying to do, and you get to get your toxic off.
That Sabi
No.
seed is so strong.
Yeah,
So strong.
Super
I think
effective,
Comfy is
6%.
just- I think Comfy is
Gosh.
just useless most of the time, but sometimes it's gonna pull through and
Yeah.
just heal you back up 75%.
Comfy is just like usually a pacifist though.
Uh,
Like,
I will
can't do
say,
much
I
to
will
other-
definitely say, running it with floral healing was probably the best way to bring it. I think.
yeah, I agree.
I think you should
Comfy's
still have.
Switzerland.
I still think you should have had triage with one draining option, but still.
Technoblast doesn't. 48% is not a lot. Ooh, the miss on Will-O-Wisp.
Especially coming off of like adaptability.
Yeah,
That's strong though.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think the trick room could potentially be big here because he gets a free switch into Stack Attacka.
Yeah. Gets stealth rocks up.
Gets a defense boost. Yeah.
I think what's made it even harder on LPT side once like Sandal got the better positioning is the defense boost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would have gone for the Kofagrigas there. If I'm being
He
honest.
had all the right or the moves for what he had too.
The Flying Terror, yeah. I forgot about that, but we saw that in game one, I think.
We did.
Well, you see right here, I
You
think
just can't do damage to that Stack Attacka though.
Yeah, the
Yeah, no.
defense-
Sandal
Oh.
stack attack is pretty much done
Set.
now. It has what it needs.
I think at some point Sandal realized that it was its game, its win condition
The win
on that
condition.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, a kill there and it's over.
Yeah.
Even a body press would have killed, but he had
That's close. Yeah. That Stack Attacka. I think both Stack Attackas were really well built.
running life
Yeah.
orb on that one. Just took it out at
I had
that
to-
point, but
Praise both players because it was a long fight and
Oh, yeah.
very
I
good
agree.
one to watch.
Yeah.
It was so
And I think
fun.
they both played well.
I mean,
Definitely, yeah.
both the last two games both came down to the last Mon, so I mean, they were great
Yeah.
games, absolutely. That was probably our best overall game, possibly of the season.
Yeah.
It is probably my favorite so far.
That was fantastic.
I think it was just
game.
so close.
Okay, so with that, our two players who lost, Vinny and
Chandelier.
LPT.
I'm so happy we got some Chandler action.
LPT
We
bringing
see
us
a lot
in
of the same mons here
Chandelure.
though. Like we have like Sinistra, we have Melmetal, we have like Archcaladon, we have Comfey.
We
Like
do have a Kofagrigus against him again.
They
yeah,
have-
but at the
the-
same time, there's so much variability in each mon.
They
that,
both
like,
swapped
it does not matter.
they both swapped Stack Attacka for Archaladon.
had Fairy Flying Chandelure with like Torch Song, Dazzling Gleam, Heat Wave, and all that.
Yeah,
And I think it's if you can prevent Trick Room from going up, it's just really strong.
Mhm.
yeah.
All right, let's see game one.
again, two players that I thought were gonna make it to top 4. I mean, Alpis is just
Yeah.
top 5 is
Snarl is
also
crazy. I would have never
very
expected
strong,
Snarl on our Caledon.
and it's a stamina Archaludon. I don't think. I think we've
LPT had a
seen
good switch
download
there.
a few times.
I thought every Sinistcha was like the same type. It's always grass water. It's just all grass water. Like there's so much you can do, but like you see a Sinistcha, you're like, yeah, that's a grass water type. Absolutely.
I mean, it's just so good. I think if
It's a good type.
I don't think it gets any steel move because I think I looked for that and couldn't find any. It gets iron defense, but I don't think there's ever a world in which you're bringing iron defense.
Yeah. I think that Terra on Sinistcha is like a good play like right now. But I think overall I think just there wasn't much you could really do to out damage the Archaludon, which means you can just kind of play around it next turn.
Colossal. I wouldn't have expected Colossal, but it's really the perfect counter to Chandelier there. I think it's in this format it's also really important not being able to be burned.
Yeah. Because you have Machagachi, you have Scald.
Yeah, so many burn
They're coming
opportunities.
out. Yeah, they're coming out like a lot.
Big
That's a
diamond.
crazy
Doesn't
live.
Oh, but
But
Trick
then
Room
again, we
goes
got the
up.
Trick Room right back up. Oh, but he switches out. Okay.
Gets the kill. God.
Oh, and when
That crit
yeah,
mattered.
with the-
1% that crit mattered, absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering what that Sinistra was doing. Probably the better option there. Oh god. Oh yeah, with the Vessel of Ruin, it just doesn't hit like it should.
Yeah.
And the drain. Oh my god. I think you definitely showed me in Mox how strong Vessel of Ruin AV Metal with recovery was.
Mm.
Like at some point it just swept me start to
Yeah.
finish.
I think this game, you gotta target the Sinistra that's just constantly setting up Trick Room. Because I don't think LBT really has a lot of good options into that Trick Room there.
Yeah. Big game 1. Went 6-0. On to game 2. See how this one played out. I think it's interesting too, seeing which mons are some of the same types that they bring together and which ones are same mons but different typings.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cover Griggles lives. Oh my god, if you hadn't lived,
and can you imagine?
it would have been a very different story, I think.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Because now Dragon Energy is gonna do like nothing. I still did good damage.
Yeah, it's
1% live.
Mm-hmm.
We said Kofa Griggers do something, and it said okay.
I said I will set up Trick Room this one time and then die.
I will do the clutchiest Trick Room you've ever seen in your life.
I will hang on from the brink of death. Saved from death.
I mean, it's a coffin.
And Trick Room. Yeah.
And
yeah.
that burn up right
the
there.
Today.
That burn up mattering because that Colossal would have been dead.
Yeah.
A burn up is a cool bring.
It's a big miss on Melmetal.
Yeah.
Ons.
Wow.
Wait.
Mental Herb
Oh,
is
and a
crazy.
Metal
Oh.
And this is gonna trick him. Like, oh my gosh.
Wow, that was crazy.
That's just a really good prep.
It is. Floral Healing Dragon energy is good. It's just not good right now. With Trick Room up.
Yeah, that's that kind of prep that gets you into the finals.
You're just delaying the inevitable with healing with Comfy there. Rocky
Rocky?
Helmet is a good
I was gonna say.
item. Y'all should have played Avalok to counter the Melmetals. I just that's just too bad. You don't recognize greatness when you see it.
He's so upset no one used your brilliance.
Your boy.
No, I will say it was really fun playing Avalok, but apart from like Rocky Helmet damage and like bulldoze speed lowering, it's not doing too much.
Nah, it's just
It's a bit
sitting
passive.
there, but like, hey,
Yeah.
you can't really
Yeah, it
take
is
it out.
sitting there. You cannot remove it. That's very funny.
So
All
sad
right.
though. LPT's gone.
Yep, and with that, our finals have been figured out. Our final four: Blue, Team Aqua, Team Heroes from France. And then we got Omega, Team Magma and Team Villains from the US. We've got Sandal the Shoe, Team Aqua, Team Villains from Poland. And then our fourth and final member, Vinny, from Team Magma and Team Heroes, repping Canada.
Oh, Canada. I don't know the Canadian national anthem. I just know that part.
Right?
That has to stay in, you know.
And that right
But-
there is our final four contenders of Pokemon Survivor Season 3.
So I got two of them right in my prediction.
You did not get me right.
No, I did not think you were going to be in there, but that just proves how good your run has been.
How goated with the sauce I am.
I think I got 2 or 3, but I don't, based on my official guesses, I don't remember which.
I'm trying to go check. You got two of them right. You got
Two?
Sandal
Okay.
and Vinny right.
Okay.
Wow, Point Man, I'm hurt.
So that's what I was saying though. I didn't know if it was based on my official or not, or what my official was, because I know I mentioned your name based on the social aspects at that time. But
You're
at
a
the
hater.
time,
You're
I
trying to
didn't.
cover up.
I didn't know how well your Pokemon play would be at the
We
end.
got there.
It got
got
there.
there.
No, it absolutely did.
Yeah, we've seen a great evolution there with you, and we've seen a huge comeback from Blue. Vinny's just been consistent all season. Sandal too has been
Sandal's really stepped up
consistent.
recently.
I mean, so he always was really creative, and I think that's why he's in some of our top fours. But yeah, since best of three, Sandal and Blue have had quite the comeback. Even I mean, yeah, Sandal and Blue have had quite the comeback.
Okay, so Omega, going over the format you're about to be facing off in next. What are you thinking about this when you first see it?
My immediate thoughts are that it's a lot more easy to understand than last week's format.
Of course, yeah. I don't
I'm
want to
looking
make
at
it
this and I'm like, okay, so
too.
this is just like Pokemon.
I didn't want to make it too hard, knowing that there would be 4 players on the field, so
Yeah,
doesn't need to get much more complicated than that.
yeah. Yeah, and I appreciate that because like otherwise, like if it were, I'd be looking like the village idiot trying to like manage like Pokemon, and also you have 3 opponents now, and like who's attacking who? Are you working with people? What's going on?
Mhm.
So I think like the format itself being a free for all kind of adds that like level of complexity that
Yeah.
the format itself doesn't need. But that being said, I think the like passing thing is interesting. At first, I didn't understand it. I thought like when a Pokemon faints, like every Pokemon on the field just gets that last move, and I'm like, okay, so I want it to be bad moves then, right? To give like my opponents like
That
I
would
give
be
them like tackler or
crazy.
something,
Just
and I'm like,
end
oh
up with your full screen with like 30 moves.
yeah,
Just
that's exactly what I thought was gonna
insane.
happen. I'm like, okay, so like what's gonna like how does that work then? Like I don't know.
It's a very interesting format, and to be completely fair, I've played this format before, and until now, I didn't realize exactly how it worked. I had no idea what was happening. I just knew that at some point certain moves showed up for other Pokemon, and I didn't know what it was based on.
You're
So
like, wait a minute,
ever-
that thing doesn't
yeah,
get that.
So I'm
You didn't
really
ever think to check the rules
I
of the
no,
format?
no, no, I just played it. So, I'm glad we're playing it on this, so I didn't even realize, but I get to figure out how this format exactly works.
Hey, you and me both. I don't know what's going on.
So it's really cool. I know the format, I just didn't know exactly what it was.
Uh, the theme of the format and the roster of monsters, although I had to extend it. Originally, it was gonna be a 24 months format for the returning episode. That sadly never happened. So I kind of repurposed the list of months and made it into something different for the free for all. I think it was kind of fine. Movie night has, I mean, there's been one movie night in season one and kind of got it stayed in people's mind ever since. It's kind of a trademark of a Survivor.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, that
I
was it
think like
was
the
an
biggest
all
thing that
team
stands out to
thing.
me. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is like how like overall I think the balance of mons is pretty good. Like there's nothing that like I think you have to bring. I think like you
Mhm.
could make anything on this board work with the right team composition.
I
Which I really like because I know there's like other formats that I've seen here where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna use like a Mothim, thank you very much. I'll take like, like I'll take Lunala instead. But here I feel like everything has its own purpose. Um,
yeah, I think that
and I think that's good.
I think there's a few mons that I definitely think give you a slight edge that are like really good mons.
Mm.
Oh, for
But I'm
sure.
really excited to see the moves that are going to be passed down. I think there's one obvious one that I'm expecting to see from like all four of you as one of the passed down moves because it would be such a wasted opportunity not to do it. But we'll see about that.
Yeah, I think we'll end up asking everybody from this match for their team pastes afterwards. It'll be cool to
That might be
look
fun, yeah.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
I think
think
what's interesting
go ahead.
also, I think what's interesting also is just like the strategies that are kind of like not as strong just because you have like like three other people here. Like you can't really do
Hmm.
setup sweepers that well. You can't really
Oh,
do like screens or anything that really draws attention to yourself over everyone else. Like if you're like spamming hazards, then people are gonna be like, "Hey man, we all need to deal with these hazards now. Like, come on, let's all just get them."
I love
Um,
playing free falls for fun. It's definitely there's definitely a shift in the atmosphere when someone pulls up like a dragon dance or a shift gear. Like there's a
yeah,
there's a
there's like a
silent
silent,
agreement.
yeah, it's like a silent agreement. Like we all need to target these people, or else like we're gonna be like klutzes just dancing around a dragon dance, not killing them.
Yeah, so I think kind of again to the point of it being a free for all, trying to have as many different options that are viable in this is going to be really fun because we really don't want to see four teams of the same Pokemon. I think we saw a little bit of it in the first season with Clodsire. It was a lot of the same back and forth. People knew how the other person was going to play because they were playing it the same way. But, I mean, even with that, the beginning can still be chaos.
Oh, absolutely. And I think you need to kind of have like a mental order of like which mons you want to use for like late game, which mons you want to like, kind of let
Mm-hmm.
die early so they can pass and move on. Um, and I think like, you're gonna try to keep everything alive, but you don't want to let your like, late game cleaner die at like round two.
I will say in the early drafts of that format, for Wally, it wasn't gonna be Registil, it was gonna be Magiana, which like worked better
Mm,
thematically, but I am glad I removed it. It would have been on
yeah,
everybody's team.
yeah.
I don't know. This Hoopa might go off.
I might.
That's true. That'd be fun.
We'll see. It's definitely looks like it's going to be a really fun format.
I think so too. And I think just because of how like different this season has been in terms of the gameplay, I think having like the free for all is gonna be really interesting because you're gonna kind of see the social and the Pokemon come together at the same time, as
Oh, that's
opposed to like
true.
Pokemon and then
Mm-hmm.
vote.
We should also talk about the vote because this first two seasons there were all sorry there only was the free for all and the person that would be eliminated would only be the person that lost the free for all But now there's also a vote that's going to be coming in, the results that's going to be mattering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
So
want
the
my take on it, I think it's more like accurate to the show where like everyone gets a jury vote. Um, and it kind of I think it definitely changes the way you approach the free for all because now you're not like, okay, who can I beat in the final three vote? It's like, okay, who can I now
Mhm.
like who do I think the jury like? Do I need to
Yeah,
target them? Do I think I can beat them in a like follow a Pokemon match? Do I want them to move so that I think I can beat the other person and then fight them? Like really gotta like kind of have a good level of social awareness that I don't think you had to in previous seasons. So I think there's a lot of
yeah.
things going through people's minds, and I think they'd be fools to not think of that, of like
I
all the
think
options of where people can place with the votes.
I've been like toying with the idea of adding a vote in the finale for a long time. I think last season was kind of not the best way to implement it. I think this time I managed to make it so that the free for all is like 60% of the way there, and the vote is like the other 40%.
I agree because honestly, like you can just get by on vote alone. Like if you if you're like really good and you get everyone's votes, like at that point you have 12 votes. Like have fun in the finale, I guess. But like that's not how it's gonna happen because there's so many options and there's so many different like bonds that people have made throughout the season. Um, so I think really you need to like focus on the connections you've made, who you think you have, who you think you don't have, and who you think other people have too.
I'm honestly curious, just personally, just to see who everybody that's been eliminated votes for at this point. It is really
Yeah.
cool to see who they end up siding with. And sometimes it doesn't even come down to who they side with. Sometimes it comes down to, I'm just not siding with this person.
Yeah. And I think there's going to be a few people who may be like that for me. But I'm not going to say names because that would be boring.
Without revealing too much on the cast just yet, I have to say that never in my life have I thought about having to put a message that was against bribing and using money in one of my announcements. And this time I had to. I mean, not that anybody's used money or anything, but it came up and it was like, oh my God, these people might just be crazy enough to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm a gambler. I save my money for the casino. Don't worry. Not for this.
Yeah, I'd
I mean, if
completely
you're
buy
bribing
it.
people, you're gambling money on the fact that they're gonna vote for you.
I guess
It's just
so,
you're not
yeah.
winning something
I
else.
True.
guess so, yeah. So I guess you know what? In that case, I have a crisp $20 bill for whoever wants it. Hit me up.
Moving on to the second part. Yuta, would you like to go ahead and explain a little bit about this?
Sure. So this is the format for whoever places second and third in the previous round, which is gonna be, as we said, the free for all and the votes. I want it to be a little hard because it's not a punishment to not be first, but I want there to be stakes for if you're not first, and not just having to like fight an additional battle. So when Gamer started telling me about Infinite Vision, I have to admit I'd never played it on Showdown before. Like
Blasphemous.
I think I tried the game at some point, but I don't think I've played it on like Showdown. So he like introduced the server to me. He told me a few months that needed to be on the format if I was gonna make a format out of that. So I thank him for that. It was really fun getting to discover the tier and the format and to make a format out of it. So it came really fast. I mean, I didn't have a format for like this round prepared. I could have made one, but since I got introduced to a new hyperfixation of mine, it was like, let's just make it infinite fusion. I think
Let's do it.
yeah, let's just do it. And I think it sets a precedent that we might just use things that are not the usual Pokemon as you know it from time to times. It's gonna be rare, but it might just happen.
Yeah, it's not like we ever just give random moves to Pokemon.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we're
I
like
mean,
random abilities. Like, no, why would you do that?
No, we never do
it is
that here.
it is not that far from what we're actually doing, so I
Yeah.
think it fits just fine in this kind of league.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, as much as I love it and I think it's really cool and unique, I'm so thankful I don't have to worry about building it.
I mean, it is really fun building in that
It
in Infinite
is.
Fusion
I
from what
have
I'm
like a
saying.
mock team that I want to try, and it's fun.
Oh, it takes me ages because I want to test every single possibility, and there's like hundreds of them. So
Hmm.
that I think it's a great thing that there's a restricted amount of mods in this, because at least if you've never dabbled in Infinite Fusion, you do have kind of a smaller pool to work with.
That's something I like about our format sets is, like you said, it helps so much when you have just a pool you can look at and, okay, these are the mons available. Trying to build on like NatDex anything, if you don't have an idea in mind, you're not gonna know just by looking at what's available.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So, Omega, what
I
do you
think
think about this format?
I like it. I really like this format. I feel like it really like awards creative team building more than actually being able to play the game. Um, so that's good for me. But like I feel like you gotta be like an artist in order to like understand anything here. Like even just looking at the Pokemon, there's so many different options that immediately come to mind. And you're like, okay, wait, do I want this type? Do I want this type? Because like where you
Yeah.
place it on the like the head, the body matters, but also you want to carry the stats over, and they have to think about like I can give this thing one of like five abilities. Are these abilities any good? Like which one do I want? Um, so I think really there's a lot to take in, but at the same time, like once you get a solid idea, you can really build around it pretty easily. And I think there's some combinations that are just gonna be like, yep, you can't beat this. Have fun. Thank you for playing. You're out of the season. Good night.
Yeah,
But
definitely. I think having already built in that format quite a lot, and in the format as a whole without the restricted mods, there are some combinations that you just cannot beat on paper if you didn't have a specific kind of move or a specific kind of mon in your team.
and I think it's really interesting here because it's like with so much on the line, it's not just like you lose like a match, it's like you're out of the season. So with that in mind, like do you then build a counter to that one like set that's like, oh that's like scary as hell? Or do you kind of like, not use a Pokemon to beat this one specific Pokemon? And really like it comes down to like what do you value? Do you value being able to like, remove a potential problem? Or do you value more flexibility on your team? Um
Yeah.
and
I
either way I
think
think it can work.
I think mocking a lot for this format is going to be huge. It's going to be really
Very
important.
big.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, mocking early could definitely be a big advantage. I will say, not anything to do with a who'd prefer to win or who I think's better or worse. Strictly just based off of who I think will give us the funnest match. I think it'd be really fun if we see a Omega U versus Sandal in this matchup.
Really.
I
the
think
The building that the two of you end up pulling out, I think would be a fun one.
Sandal is really creative, and you also sometimes like cook some
Hmm.
stuff. Like it's really fun. Yeah, which is it. I think Blue should also not be disregarded in that matter, because I think he
Hmm.
does Infinite Fusion leagues, so he
Oh,
might have
okay.
some previous experience in
Oh, damn.
that.
Okay. Well,
Well,
that is good to know. I don't want
that
to fight Blue.
is that is an
I mean,
extra
I'm not.
level.
I don't think I'm revealing something. I think he said it in the chat. But if I'm
Uh
like revealing something, then my bad.
huh.
Let me search this up. Let me see.
Okay, so
I might be mistaken. We'll
fun.
see.
I think you are mistaken. I don't see anything from Blue about Infinite Fusion.
Oh, great.
The
Not
doxing is
trade
crazy.
secrets.
But like, I had like an idea in my mind, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, I need two abilities for this to work. And I'm like, I can't have two abilities. And
Oh,
that really made me
definitely.
sad. That made me really sad.
Um, I, I think it may not have been with this. Oh, yeah, it probably was with this roster of Mon, but at some point I was trying to make my Tinglu Toxapex Fusion have Vessel of Ruin and Regenerator.
Yeah, I was trying to
Without
make
like
a Drifblim Sylveon set that had Pixelate and Unburden.
yeah,
Did not work.
that kind of thing happened.
It did not work. I think one like hidden thing within the format that's going to be kind of hard to deal with is the lack of Terra, because I feel like every format we've had has had like either restricted or unrestricted Terra. Either way, it's involved
Mm-hmm.
some way. But here, it's like you're stuck with what you get, and like thankfully you kind of get to choose which type combinations you make. Um,
Mhm.
but you can't like Terra to counter something. You just need
Yeah,
to like switch out then. And I
yeah,
think it's
it's
gonna
hmm
put a lot of pressure on people to build like well.
that was
That's true.
something I was gonna bring up.
We've had a few restricted Terras, but I think Terra has only been banned like 1 week and that's it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, week 5.
And we have megas during it?
Megas was allowed in week
Yeah,
5. Yeah, it
yeah,
was the
and so
color
hmm
thingy.
Yeah.
yeah, so even then we
The,
had at least something. This is the first one we're
the big
having none of them.
It was the beginning of Omega's Pride Month arc.
Yep. Put me in June and we're good.
Well, it got you through the hard part of the season. For
It
you, at
did.
least.
And I gotta sit back and coast because no one voted me in.
Okay, after that, Yuta, any final words?
Only 1 week left from this season. It's been an amazing ride. I'm excited also if we get to do a reunion because I think there's gonna be so much to say. And I'm so excited to see what happens in this finale. I think the 4 players have really like proved why they deserve to be in it, and I'm really excited to see who takes it.
Absolutely. One more week, but it could be a little bit. We'll see when
Anything could
yeah,
happen.
we'll see when it ends up. A lot could go on between now and the end of this, and a lot of postseason
Gonna be
content as well.
explosive.
Stick around. Omega, anything from you?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I remember like when I started the season, I did not think I was gonna make it anywhere close to this far. So being here was really interesting. I remember Yuta being like, "Yeah, so like you have no experience with Pokemon," and being like, "Oh yeah, I'll keep you in
I mean,
mind." And
the
then like,
the the way you phrased it was like, it was almost like as if you'd never played the game.
okay,
So
no, I've played the game before, just not well.
so I was like, oh, he's cute, wanting to play and everything, but I just don't think he's gonna make it really far, and that makes me a bit sad for him. And then you're here,
We're
you're in the
here,
final
we're
four.
chilling in the final four, and I think
What a
it's gonna
run!
be fun. I think everyone here has played like a unique game. I think like you look at everyone and like there's no game that really like I don't see like my game reflected in anyone else's, and I don't really see like Vinny's game reflected in anyone else's. I don't see Sando's game reflected in anyone else's. I feel like we're all very unique in our playstyle, and I
Yeah,
think it's really cool to show that like all of them worked. They all got us to this point to all have the chance at a win. We all do have a chance at a win. I could see any of us taking it. So I think this is going to be a week to watch. I think it's going to be an exciting finale, and yeah, I think you're going to have a really tough season to beat Utah.
I don't
definitely.
I don't think we're ever beating this season, and I think that might be a good thing. But we will absolutely try. And with that, we'll see you in the finals.